Good evening. I'm Bill Sanderson, the principal, and it is my honor to welcome you to the 2021 commencement ceremony. If I can now ask everyone to please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps if you have them. As our unaccompanied minors will now sing the national anthem. Remain standing right after that for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. I'd like to introduce Miss Nellie O'Grady for the welcome.
Parents, staff, administration, and graduates. My name is Nellie O'Grady, and it is my honor to welcome you to the Evergreen Park Community High School 2021 graduation ceremony. I would first like to say how happy and grateful I am that we could have this celebration. This year was certainly not a traditional one, and on behalf of the senior class, I would like to thank the staff and administration for doing everything they could to make this happen. Thank you for giving us the opportunity and confidence needed to succeed. From smiles in the hall, open door policies, and Jolly Ranchers in class, the staff here is remarkable. Another thank you goes out to our families. Thank you for the unconditional love, support, and the endless rides to school. We could not have done it without you. To my classmates, thank you for making this the best 4 years. We did it. It seems like yesterday we took our first steps into this school for our freshman orientation, where we couldn't wait to be seniors. But by the time we accomplish that goal, the only feelings we're left with are bittersweet. We worked so hard to wear these caps and gowns today. As I look out at you all, I see friends that will last forever, friends that have helped me grow, friends that I only saw in the hallway but have a place in my heart. This school is like no other. We are small in size, and we all know each other. Whether it was on the field, court, stage, or in class, the bonds that have been made in this school will have a lasting impact on us all. After tonight, as we embark on our next chapter, I wish you all the absolute best. Evergreen Park has given us the tools to be great. Go and use them. They say it takes a village to raise a child, and I'd say this village did a pretty great job with us. Thank you, Evergreen Park Community High School, for giving us our best friends and our best memories.
At this time, I'd like to call up Grace Beyer, class valedictorian.
Hello, staff, parents, and the class of 2021. I want to start this speech by apologizing for two things. First, public speaking is my absolute worst nightmare, so if my voice cracks or you notice this podium shaking violently, just ignore that. Second, I completely procrastinated writing this speech until the last possible moment, so I'm sorry that this will not be the greatest speech in the world. Although I often procrastinated my assignments throughout the years, I feel as though I may have purposely put this off because I did not want to face the reality that we are at the end of our high school careers. Not necessarily because I am filled with sadness, but rather uncertainty, which is almost worse. We are leaving the comfort and familiarity of high school and moving on to a new chapter, a chapter that will look different for everyone in this room. In the sample graduation speeches I read online, and I read a lot, most of the students included some key memories from their 4 years. But as I began to reflect on some of my favorite memories, I realized that I alone am not a good representation of our class as a whole. So, naturally, I texted random people to see if anyone wanted their personal favorite memory to be included in this speech. Thankfully, people responded. Keegan Cassidy's favorite memory was hiding people in the cabins at Snowball 2020, while Danny Faraders was volunteering for the Chicago Marathon with the school. Macy Benson loved all the Powder Puff football practices and games, and Hope Mahalik loved the opening night of the Addams Family musical. Elizabeth Floyd said her favorite moments came from her decision to join the swim team because the team made high school memorable. Vanessa Arredondo had a similar favorite memory as she loved getting really close with all of her soccer friends over the years the most. Leela Washington's most memorable moment was the day she joined lunch choir because she was initially worried about not fitting in, but soon found an abundance of friends and had so much fun in the process. The wide variety in this collection of memories goes to show just how unique each of us are as individuals, and yet we are all here today for the same purpose, to move on to the next phase of our lives, where we get to make new memories while still reflecting on all of our previous ones. Before I leave you and end this current public speaking nightmare, I want to thank a few people. I first want to thank every parent, especially my mom and dad, and staff member in this room because you have all had a positive impact on a graduating student, whether you know it or not. I personally want to thank Mr. Nestler for helping to push me out of my comfort zone, Mr. Napick for helping me learn to love science, and the entire math department for being some of the best teachers I've ever had, especially you, Ms. Johnston and Mr. English. I, and many others, will not forget the hard work you put in to make our education the best it could be. I also want to congratulate every student here today because each of us has overcome our separate struggles along with the pandemic. Sorry, I know everyone is tired of hearing about it, but I had to mention it at least once. To come together and graduate as a class. We will all remember our time here differently, each with our own distinct favorite memories, each with an ambition to accomplish distinct goals in our lives. Despite all these differences, we will forever be united by our time here at EP. Thank you for listening to me attempt to give a speech for the last few minutes, and congratulations to the class of 2021.
At this time, I'd like to introduce the Salutatorian, Madeline Reynolds.
Hi. Good afternoon. My name is Maddie Reynolds, and I'm honored to welcome here today family, friends, faculty, and most importantly, the class of 2021. It is my pleasure to be speaking here today. And although this speech and this night may mark the end of our high school experience, it is only the beginning of the rest of our lives. And I'm thankful that we are all here celebrating our accomplishments together. This past year, the same few words have been woven into our senior experiences: unprecedented, virtual, and subject to change. Yes, we adapted and probably complained about all that we missed out on. There is one thing this class shared that cannot be replicated: an unrelenting passion and commitment to bettering ourselves. I would like to express my deepest gratitude on behalf of the class of 2021 to all of the teachers and staff that have worked tirelessly. We admire your persistent positivity that has remained unchanged despite all the difficulties of teaching online. While most of us had trouble turning on our mics, sharing our screens, or logging into Zoom on time, Teachers navigated breakout rooms, managed the challenges of hybrid learning, and continued to inspire us all. We truly could not have done it without you. Today we find ourselves turning the page on our senior year. As we prepare to leave EPCHS one final time, I ask you all to reflect on what this school has given you, knowing that while this journey may be over, the memories made inside this building will never be forgotten. And know that the lessons we have learned will encourage us to become the best versions of ourselves. I'm sure, like me, all of you have spent countless hours scrolling through TikTok due to this unconventional year. One of my favorite current trends is the mosaic trend, in which people define their lives through experiences of what and who have influenced it. While EPCHS is filled with an abundance of inspiration, here are just a few examples. I go out of my way to say hello to people because that's what Shay at the main entrance does every day, no matter the circumstances. When I'm stressed out, I walk around and step away from my work because Mr. Napick has taught me that getting frustrated won't help you make any progress. I try to match others' energy and make every conversation meaningful, just like Mr. Pasek does. I write the letter S from the bottom up because I saw Rachel Whitty do it when I was a freshman and looked up to her, so I copied it. I messaged all of my teachers after the AP test last year because Mr. Nestler emailed the entire A-Push class saying how grateful he was for our efforts, and it meant a lot. And ever since freshman year on Fridays, I like to wear EP spirit wear since EP brings us all together and gives us constant reminders that we are all one. We're all made up of many varying pieces placed together to create a bigger picture. The past few years have put into perspective the lessons EP has taught us is to have our own intentions, but to embrace others. It has taught us to not only take in academic lessons and learn how to memorize how to find the derivative of a function or how to write an FRQ, but to grow personally. Every person you encounter has a story to tell and is a mirrored reflection of internal character. Our life isn't defined by our high school grades or our extracurricular activities, no matter what the colleges may say, but rather our life is what we make it. Today is not a day to be saddened by a chapter ended, but a day to be enthralled by the unlimited potential and the futures we have amongst the graduates. Life is full of hope with this group of individualistic thinkers. My advice to you all is to leave your mark and, most importantly, make your life meaningful. I'm honored to be graduating alongside each and every one of you tonight, and I'm excited to see the path you choose to take. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2021.
Next, I'd like to invite to the podium Victor Leal Painter.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the audience. August 15th, 2017 was the first day I walked in EPCHS as a student. I remember the day vividly. I was directed to the cafeteria and I saw these new faces and I remember feeling so nervous. I had not gone to Central, so I really didn't know anyone. However, after breaking the ice, I met a lot of people I still, even to this day, consider friends. Soon we were addressed by Mr. O'Malley, who, like us, was also in his first year here, and Mr. Sanderson. They talked about what it meant to be a successful student here and what a great place this school really was. That first encounter has resonated with me all throughout my time here, and I always ask myself how I could be an exemplary student, and I'm sure that we all have asked ourselves these questions. We worked hard to get to this point, but of course we didn't do it all by ourselves. We owe a huge debt of gratitude to the following people. Teachers for sharing their time, talent, and knowledge with us and going above and beyond the call of duty, especially during this pandemic, to enrich our minds with knowledge. Parents for supporting us in ways more than it's possible to count. From dragging us out of bed, helping us with homework, paying school fees, and listening to us vent about our days. Coaches and advisors for making school more than just classwork. Through sports, we learn discipline and how to power through adversity and give our best efforts. And through clubs, school plays, and service projects, we learn how to work closely with others to achieve a common goal and have a lot of fun doing it. To our guidance counselors, thank you for listening and keeping us on the right path. Without your help, some of us might not be graduating today. To the Board of Education, your vision, dedication, and desire is greatly appreciated. Your service is something that a lot of us students take for granted. Without an informed and hardworking Board of Education, the school district cannot run properly. And finally, to our superintendent, principal, and all other administrators, thank you for keeping things running smoothly and guiding us through these difficult times. As you can see, behind each and every graduate is more than a dozen people providing support in more than a dozen ways. The best way we as graduates can show our gratitude is to make the most of the opportunities we've been given and to go forward into the world with the intention of making it a better place for the generations that follow us. We'll pay that debt of gratitude forward. Although we are one of the smallest classes in recent years, we definitely aren't the weakest. My fellow classmates, I'd like to leave you with this. We stand out, we act, we lead. We don't fear hard work fears us. We know failure isn't fatal and success isn't final, it's continuing that counts. We are kindred spirits, seekers of knowledge, finders of the truth, connected for the future. We are Evergreen Park Community High School alumni, and together we stand out. Thank you.
As I look out in the crowd today, I see resilience, excellence, young men and women with patience who have been very flexible for the past 4 years. Dating back to March 2020, these students' lives have been placed on a roller coaster ride. They've endured many twists and turns, ups and downs, highs and lows, and yet here we are today, less than an hour away from becoming alumni. This group has some good school stories to tell their kids and their grandkids as they get older. From the Valedictorian, Grace Beyer, to the Salutatorian, Madeline Reynolds, to our tremendous senior unaccompanied minors, who will be singing Almost There by Randy Newman, and our senior band members, who will play Drag Me Down by One Direction. From our top athletes to our top students, and all of the other seniors in between, I'm extremely proud of all of our students and how they've handled the challenges that for the last 4 years we've given them. For this class 4 years ago, when they were on their first day of school, they thought that this day was so far away. They had large dreams of success, and this group believed in themselves. They are one of our smallest graduating classes in a while, but yet they are very strong, tough, and mighty. Many have changed their career paths based on courses that they've taken or based on their personal interests changing over the last 4 years. What I do know is that this group will be ready for whatever challenges that life throws at it. To date, this senior class has been offered over $8.1 million in scholarship money. Please. This is a very tight group of seniors that has and will continue to make their mark in our community. Several years ago, we started a tradition where we identified and honored all of our seniors who have gone through our entire educational system, K through 12. The Board of Education and our administration felt that it was a great way to celebrate the true meaning of the community and honor those students who have met the criteria. In order to be recognized, these students, if we could now ask the seniors who has attended Evergreen Park Community High School from kindergarten through senior year to please rise and be recognized. Please be seated. These students have also received the Lucky Mustang horseshoe pin that they can keep with them to remind them where they came from and how they got to where they are today. The next group that I'd like to recognize is those students who have earned and will be receiving an XL diploma. The criterion is 32 credit hours, including 2 years of a language, both earned at Evergreen Park Community High School, and a GPA of 3.0 or higher. Any students, seniors, who met the criteria, please rise and be recognized. Thank you. I would now like to ask any of our former, current, or future military members to please stand to be acknowledged and thanked for their service. The final recognition I'd like to make tonight is to the 3 families that epitomize the Evergreen Park tradition as third-generation legacies. The students' parents and grandparents have all graduated from Evergreen Park Community High School. Will the students and their families please stand when they are called? Kiera Smith's family, Christian Rosso's family, and Hannah Ortel's family. Thank you for letting me be a part of your senior class and your special night. And I hope you remember us and let us be part of your future. Congratulations and good luck to our future new alumni. And as always, go Mustangs. Now our unaccompanied minors will sing Almost There by Randy Newman.
This old town can slow you down. People taking the easy way, but I know everywhere I'm going. I'm getting closer and closer every day. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. People out here think I'm crazy, but I don't care.
Trials and tribulations, I've had my share. There ain't nothing gonna stop me now, 'cause I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. People down here think I'm crazy, but I don't care.
Trials and tribulations, I've had my share. I've
We'll now have the presentation of our top 10%. I'll ask, please hold all applause until the end so that we can hear all the names read. Macy Benson, daughter of Stephen and Elizabeth Benson, plans to attend Colorado State University and major in business and marketing. Grace Byer, daughter of Daniel and Margaret Byer, plans to attend Illinois Wesleyan University and major in neuroscience. Heidi Burke, daughter of Matthew and Peggy Burke, plans to attend St. Mary's College, and her major is undecided. Keegan Cassidy, daughter of Leo and Ann Cassidy, plans to attend Loyola University Chicago and major in psychology. Maya Cooper, daughter of Freddie and Shirley Gonzalez, plans to attend St. Xavier University, and her major is undecided. Joshua Gordon, son of Willie and Diane Gordon, plans to attend Howard University and major in criminology. Hope Mahalik, daughter of Tony Mahalik and Robin House, plans to attend Queen's University and major in physics. Ernesto Mora, son of Jeff and Alma Mora, plans to attend Moraine Valley Community College and major in finance. Juliette O'Connor, daughter of Michael and Gina O'Connor, plans to attend the University of Iowa and major in business. Nellie O'Grady, daughter of Martin and Diane O'Grady, plans to attend Indiana University in Bloomington and major in biology. Alyssa Purvis, daughter of Alfie and Amanda Purvis, plans to attend Illinois Wesleyan University and major in neuroscience and psychology. Madeline Reynolds, daughter of Sean and Dawn Reynolds, plans to attend St. Mary's College in Notre Dame and major in biology. Jake Rickert, son of Kenneth and Charlene Rickert, plans to attend the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign and major in engineering. Emily Ryan, daughter of Sean and Anne-Marie Ryan, plans to attend Moraine Valley Community College and major in graphic design. Catherine Schulte, daughter of Jeff and Terry Lynn Schulte, plans to attend University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign and major in business. Emily Smith, daughter of Jerry Smith and Colleen Callahan, plans to attend Moraine Valley Community College. Her major is undecided. Lori Wilson, daughter of James Wilson and Michelle Egan, plans to attend Bradley University and major in nursing. Can I please have a round of applause? At this time, our senior band members will come over to my right, your left, to play Drag Me Down, recorded by One Direction. At this time, it is my honor to present your superintendent, Mr. Tom O'Malley.
Good evening. Graduates, when you walk through the doors of Evergreen Park Community High School for the first time in the fall of 2017, you probably thought that graduation was so far away. You were wondering what your high school experience would be like, and I'm sure your head was filled with many questions. One of those questions you did not ask yourself was, how would I get through a worldwide pandemic? Even though that was not a question on your mind at the time, it was certainly one that you would be challenged to answer. And during the past year and a half, you have not only answered that question, you have successfully lived through it. As a result, you have become stronger, more independent, and more compassionate. You have reached this graduation milestone in a most unconventional way, and we are extremely proud of you. As I watched you progress through these 4 years, I have learned that regardless of circumstances, you have been committed to reaching your goals. You have handled your situation with resiliency, determination, and class. Even when we started with e-learning and then shifted to blended learning, then back to e-learning, and then to in-person learning, you did not pause. You successfully rose to the challenge. That same resiliency, determination, and class will be with you when you wake up tomorrow. And we're excited to see how your unique leadership will shape the attainment of your future goals. After this evening, you will begin to apply everything you've learned toward your future plans. To date, our graduates have chosen to serve and protect our country by joining the military. Others will be heading to the workforce or vocational schools to become experts in the trades. The majority of our graduates will be heading off to college to schools here in Illinois and around the country. The prestigious schools you will be attending include Alabama State, Bradley, Bellarmine, Eastern Illinois, Illinois State, Illinois Wesleyan, Indiana, Loyola, Marquette, Moraine Valley, Northern Illinois, Queens, Michigan State, St. Mary's of Notre Dame, St. Xavier, Spring Hill, Southern Illinois, Texas Tech, and the universities of Illinois, Iowa, Michigan, Minnesota, Tampa, and Wisconsin, to name a few. The class of 2021 has set future goals that will lead to careers as accountants, artists, athletes, educators, engineers, doctors, nurses, journalists, lawyers, law enforcement, military servicemen, programmers, musicians, directors, and producers. There is no doubt in my mind that each and every one of you will excel in your own way because Mustang Pride is now a part of who you are. Graduates, you have received many supports from your parents, teachers, counselors, and others along your high school journey. Remember to thank those who have impacted you along the way. Parents, teachers, support staff, we are truly grateful for all of your contributions. This day would not be possible without you. Graduates, please come back to visit us as we look forward to hearing your future success stories, and we know there will be many. As we present this special class of 2021 that has endured challenges not experienced before, the COVID-19 worldwide pandemic will never take away from your accomplishments. Graduates, we are so proud of you and all that you have achieved. You will always be part of our Mustang family. Stay determined, stay well, and remember, once a Mustang, always a Mustang. I wish you all the best. Congratulations to the class of 2021.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment that you have all been waiting for is upon us. I would ask that we all respect the significance of this event. Each visitor to Evergreen Park Community High School this evening came to see their loved one and to hear their name announced as an Evergreen Park graduate. Given the fact that a student's name will only be read once, disruptions of any kind from the audience or students will jeopardize the joy of the occasion for the graduate and his or her family. Please refrain from applauding or cheering until the final name has been read. Thank you very much for your anticipated cooperation. At this time, first row.
Macy Mayshan Benson.
Fire. You get two up there, man, for sure. Go ahead, I'll stay back here. I'll help them.
Grace Riley Byer. Heidi Marie Burke. Keegan Marie Cassidy. Maya Tiara Cooper. Eileen Esquivel. Joshua David Gordon. Taylor Caitlin Hofler. Marion Mackenzie Isaac. Nicholas Tanner Jacobs. Hope Megan Mahalik. Ernesto Rafael Mora. Juliet Victoria O'Connor. Nellie Ann O'Grady. Emmanuel Okoye Onyango. Alyssa Marie Purvis. Nolan Eric Ram. Madeline Rose Reynolds. Jake Thomas Rickard. Amaya Bradley Rucker. Emily Catherine Ryan. Catherine Jane Schulte. Emily Mackenzie Smith. Leela Simone Washington. Lori Ann Wilson. Rosiah Camilla Dolores Adro. Ana Alvarado Cortez. Nicholas Adrian Alvarez. Vanessa Arredondo. Oiram Edwin Avitia. Eliza Kayla Barraza. Andrea Sofia Beltran. Shakari Takara Blackman. Zachary Thomas Block. Jack Michael Bresnahan. Tiana Lene Brown. Nolan Anthony Bruce. Diana Susanna Bucio. Tyra Burks. Jackson Burris. Anthony Jamal Byfield. Javon Anthony Bynum. Kaylin Morgan Collins. Daniel Thomas Burns. Sean Campbell. Jada Simone Carpenter. Christine Katie Carpio. Christian Carvajal. Jamie Lynn Kofelt. Andre Nicholas Collier. Tatum Dancy. Thomas Devlin. Fatou Diallo. Kylie Ann Doherty. Desmond E. Delansky. Kimora Mai Douglas.
Jennifer Escalera Arajo. Daniel Edward Ferreter. Nathan Kenneth Fecho. Daniel J. Flores. Elizabeth Irene Floyd. Elias Aubrey Francisco. Olivia Rose Furlong. Ryan Nieto Galindo. Natalie Gavin. Samara Marie Goldman. Adam Ariel Gonzalez. Carlos Enrique Gramajo Hernandez. Devin Asan Green. Michaela Terry Gross. Dario Guadarrama. Raquel Alexandra Hanna. Maya Piper Lee Hill. Trevor Joseph Homan. Charles Holyfield. Devin Jabril Horton. Casey Morgan Hughes. Kiara Ashanti James. Davion Edward Johnson. Marlon Mikel Johnson. Jalen Jones. Shanice Renee Jones. Jacob Jack Julian. Keontae Amarian Keys. Michael Henry Clear. Faith Catherine Kakaska. Chantel Kaportefe. Malaysia Brianna Lambert. Victor Joseph Leal Painter. Jocelyn Guadalupe Leon. Fabian Lamas. Emilio Lopez. Michael Carroll Malone II. Emily Claire Manso. Sitlali Atsimba Marquez. Austin Michael Mayer. Emily Marie McCullough. Colin Mitchell McGrath. Jacob Austin McLean. Dariana Arlene McSay. Mark George Michelat Jr. Thank you. Donrique Tavares Moore. Jack Ryan Morge. Jimena Murillo. Nicole Lorraine Butnansky. Connor Patrick Normoyle. Caitlin Marie Nunez. Thomas Sergey Oko. Pearl Ann Opoku. Hannah Elizabeth Ortel. Daniel Paul Osick.
Joshua Robert Scott Owens. Christopher Ryan Palmer. Charles Edward Parker, Jr. Grace Evelyn Peart. Jada Rose Pedraza. Alexander Peralta. Destry Pledge. Madison Lynn Pliska. Aaliyah Kelly Polk. Lorenzo Preston II. Seamus Gerard Rabbit. Nicholas Radulowski. Aaron Matthew Red. Calvin Manuel Robles. Leilani Rodriguez. Luciano Philip Rodriguez. Yuritsa Michelle Rodriguez. Samuel David Rogers. Christian Matthew Rosso. Giselle Saldana. Andres Salgado. Noah Xavier Sanchez. Caitlin Aaliyah Monet Sanford. Cassandra Silvestre Ferrer. Kimberly Silvestre Ferrer. Grace Noel Sisto. Daryl Donald Smith. Kyle Aaron Skudlarek. John Wesley Smith, Jr. Kiara Lila Smith. Tyler Frederick Smith. Taylor Alexis Spencer. Linkel Montrell Staple. Asia Colleen Stevenson. Mackenzie Lynn Telstad. Victoria Denise Templin. Emma Grace Terry. Cam Julian Torres. Haley Marie Torres. Jessalyn Marie Torres. Connor John Tyrell. Emily Michelle Vasquez Gonzalez. Armani Ray Velasquez. Valerie Elizabeth Voyacek. Matthew Farrell Walsh. Michaela Simone Williams. Kiara Noel Williams Davis. Evan Jalen Wood. Tony Linnea Loren Woodall. Luis Alejandro Yapan. Tony A. Marie Young.
Would all the graduates please rise? At this time, move your tassel from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you the Evergreen Park Community High School graduating class of 2021. Give them a round of applause. you'll be able to meet your graduates in the cafeteria or courtyard for pictures. Thank you again.
Another one in the books. All the way through, not one yellow.
Parents, please exit out the rear, please. Parents, please exit out the